Chapter 6. The Truth. Party was a passage of sorts. It was a test of passion, you see. It's not, because it's a book. Whatever. If you got invited to this party, then you dance like a gesture. The crew went in 2 different cars. One red Chevy bullshit car, and a Ford Focus car. Silver, I suppose. It's going to joke about the Ford being ass, but you know, it's a Ford. AJ went with the twins, and Jeff and Ted went in the Ford. They snorted coke, did a few tabs of acid, good old everything, and shared a 30-pack of beer until they could all go to the party and fuck. AJ and the twins went to the bar while the other 2 went to the dance floor to score some poon. They were all hot and bothered because AJ gave them all ecstasy. Oh no, alright, let me restart. The twins were all hot and bothered because AJ gave them ecstasy, but he couldn't fuck them because he was too messed up himself. Yeah, he was tripping absolute sack. And all he could see was a beaver and an octopus. After a few hours of dancing, every stare that he saw of animals' faces morphed back into fuckable beings. AJ went at the twins, skipped with them into a private room, and dragged Burnett in with them before closing the door. They fucked in each other's winkers until they were so gooed up that they couldn't keep going because they kept slipping and sliding off each other. Ted and Jeff were nowhere to be seen, probably making out with each other. Well, a chinchilla was watching. What? AJ cleaned himself up in a purple and golden shower before popping some perks and heading to the balcony and smoking a cigarette. And something ghostly, something perfect saw his eyes, caught his eyes, reeled them in. Age 21. AJ didn't know what the fuck he was seeing. It was a woman, that was no mistake. She looked half majestic alien and half angel. Her eyes, oh Jesus, big whoppers. Sorry, I'm hungry for Burger King. Not sponsored by Burger King. They were diamonds, liquid, shiny, vibrating diamonds. Oh. They flowed the same as her body, like a paintbrush, telling her erotic picture of this girl as she grew closer to him. She was wearing a classic 90s championship Michael Jordan jersey. Her hair was black, a little longer than mid-length, with streaks of blue and red in it. She had light blue jeans on and Air Jordans. Why the fuck is everyone wearing Air Jordans in this town? Anyways, AJ knew he couldn't just stare at her. Double D's rack all day. He had to say something. He mumbled his words. Well, what's up? Oh, not much. Just came for a smoke. Got a light? Handsome? He seemed surprised, but of course he had a lighter and some needs, so he went for it. Yeah. He went to hand it to her when she looked at him, a little confused, but with half a smile on her face, and told him this. Aren't you going to light it for me, sweetheart? Oh, God. Oh, for sure. Sorry. Here you go. Thank you, honey. She replied. For AJ let his joint up and leaned on the end of the neon blue and red balcony. Something clicked in his head. He talked, but it was less of a talk and more of a dance where movement was done by talking in small body language instead of frantic display of love. But the fact that the word love was even on this very page probably tells you everything you need to know, next to all the other words. Scared AJ was. They talked for about an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. He didn't know. He wasn't keeping track. First, she told him her name. Oh, by the way, I'm Sophie Elizabeth. Pleased to be around you. And your real name, AJ? Neat to meet you, Sophie. My real name's Aaron Jennifer. I took my mom's last name. Wow. That's actually really cool. Anyway, I gotta go. AJ seemed sad, but he understood. They were there for a while. So, he said bye, and she walked her way off. They never gave off eye contact when they were talking. Not once. Page 22. AJ couldn't take it, though. As soon as she opened the door, he ran up to her and asked her if he could come. She smiled and said yes. The two aliens left the scene to go and have a night to themselves. Sophie suggested that they go to the beach and do some skinny of the dipping. Yes, a million times yes, AJ shouted. They ran and laughed, laughs that turned into screams of nostalgia as they ran to the orange sunset to catch the waves. The couple swam for an hour before making love on sand. They stayed there until the sun rose. Spent most of the time sipping red wine and smoking blunts. AJ got Sophie's number and hugged and kissed her. They went their separate ways and both began to feel sad, so much so that Sophie ran back to AJ and grabbed his arm. She wasn't letting him go. Not now. Not another lifetime or another time from now. They got brunch later that day, and then they went back to AJ's crib to get ready for the second party, since they passed the first one. I have no idea how. Yeah, they can move on to the next one, because that's how going forward works. Shit, sorry man, I am tired. Adria introduced Sophie to the rest of the cast. They all loved her. Oh, but the twins loved her. Yes, she fucked the twins. AJ just watched. Trust. Jeff was pretending to love her, but I heard that if someone does that, then they care a little bit, so that's good. We pre-gamed California-style party until our bodies were vegetables. We went up when it was needed, but it's never needed, not really. The downs, we loved our downs. We did. And MDMA was the centerpiece to this. Step one to a second process. Success. So we had to do it, right? We needed something intense, some acid, oh yes, tons of the stuff in Mexico, kind of hard, those apple thing, what they call it? Apple ciders, this hard one, yes, 7%, in for the fuck of it. Page 23. It was 11:11. Nighttime. The party was at midnight. The crew was waiting for a limousine to take them to their dream palace. the place where you can cook crack in the main kitchen and the servants would help out, if not take over. Ted and Jeff left. The limo got there at 11:30. They got there at 11:55. Ted and Jeff left the group to go to a pinballing tournament. Or not, oh, paintballing tournament. To earn some points for whatever meth-induced ranking system that was spinning the wheels to pick someone for something. The twins and Sophie wanted to go to the dance floor. It had been a day since AJ's been up. So, got up. Sophie and the mushrooms and cough syrup he took, plus the 3 tabs he dosed himself with. When someone, Sophie, cough, forgot what glass was fucking hers. Fuck, how do you forget what glass of orange juice is hers? So yeah, he needed to go chill at the bar until they got done. Until they got done their dirty and free movement, sorry. After sitting at the bar for a while, a man wearing an all-white tuxedo with a black silk undershirt with a red tie and handkerchief, dark Oakley-looking dress shoes they were pointed to. He had a slim build with the darkest eyes and hairs you'd ever seen. Real Hollywood devil-looking guy. He sat down next to AJ and asked if he wanted to smoke. Sure. Wait, you smoking here? No, but I'm rich enough to not follow Joe's dumbass rules. Sick. I'll order some beers, AJ said, before lighting his cigarette. Damn, these things are smooth. What's your name, anyhow? Jamioso Dante. Pleased to see you. He shook AJ's hand and ordered a bottle of whiskey, two of their nicest glasses for them. He then looked at AJ in the eye and asked him a question. You good, dude? Because you look like you haven't slept in years, Dante asked. You'd be right. Not much sleep anymore. Just wet dreams and nightmares. They both laughed. That is a great one, Dante said. Page 24. End of chapter. They sat and talked for about an hour before Dante had to go find his wife. She left with a group of free-goers going into a spiritual release room. So he had to go before it got too messy.
Oh shit, my bad.
Sorry, as my brother walked in, I'll start that over. They sat and talked for about an hour and a half before Dante had to go find his wife. She left with a group of free-goers going into a spiritual release room. So he had to go before it got too messy in there. AJ thanked him for his service. He did give him some great advice and some real 80 milligram oxy, so that was nice. Alrighty, AJ, my friend. Have a great night, and good luck with all this shit. Don't let it get to you. Yeah, thank you, kind sir. I'm going to break one of these bad boys up. He pointed at the pills. And I guess I'll have a blast and maybe get some fucking sleep, I suppose. Dante smiled and walked down a long black hallway with orange lights and a vibrant green and silver knitted out lines and stitch. AJ stayed for about 3 hours, almost passing out after doing a line with the OC. It gelled well with the alcohol and coke. When he finally got up out of his hypnosis, he decided to hit the dance floor to try and find some people fuck. And if he couldn't, he would just obtain something else. Yeah. He moved his limbs until his body hit another, and he saw a familiar face after that. And it was not the one he was looking for. It was the girl from the gas station. You know, the one he robbed with Juanito and Tyler? Yeah, that one. AJ couldn't believe this unluck, but he was wearing a shiesty when he did that, so she didn't recognize him. She was lusting for him, and unfortunately, AJ caved into his nature. They had fun on the dance floor, they had fun at the bar, and after that, they found a room, the fireplace, and mini bar, so they could have fun inside one another. He did what you'd expect from a person like AJ. But one thing he did this day that was different was stick around for a bit to listen to the girl. And he still didn't know her name. End of chapter. I think I already said that. Anyways, peace.